I work at the Engaged Learning Office through the campus internship program, and part of my job is to help run all of the study away programs. Seeing how things are run on the administrative side helped to prepare me for going on the program myself. As a disabled student, I had to prepare myself physically before the program. I needed to work on getting my endurance up so I could keep up with all the activities we would be doing. My health tends to get worse in the winter time, so the task was extra challenging. The worst part of the program physically was the flight. It was my first time flying internationally, and I felt awful when we landed. My partner has experience flying over the Pacific Ocean, and they gave me lots of tips, but I was still not prepared for the toll it took on me. When we got to Japan, I struggled when it came to speaking Japanese out loud. I could tell that some of my classmates were a bit more advanced than I was, and there were a lot of times where I couldn't say what I wanted and ended up not saying anything at all. My anxiety would often get the better of me in many situations. I still learned a lot, though, and when it came to the Japanese lessons at Shitennoji University, I could understand most of what the teachers were saying. I have a much easier time identifying words and phrases now, however, I still struggle with vocabulary and complex grammar. When it came to the activities and day trips, I was fully expected to have to sit out of things or end early due to my physical disabilities. However, I was able to do a lot more than I originally thought. We would walk constantly, and I could keep up pretty much most of the time, and I was able to greatly increase my physical strength and stamina thanks to the program. My favorite activity we did would be the tea ceremony. The students from the university would go through a demonstration of the tea ceremony with us, and we got to try authentic matcha and Japanese tea snacks. It was such a unique experience, and I'm glad I was able to do it. Having my walker and cane with me was a big help. Being able to have a portable seat I can bring anywhere was super handy so I could rest and recover throughout the day. Though it did get a little hard to navigate with the walker in some areas due to the narrow sidewalks and doorways. One thing I had to deal with constantly was finding elevators to get around. Japan's infrastructure has a lot of stairs and platforms of varying levels, and finding an elevator would sometimes take an extra 5 minutes or more to get to the right place. In addition to elevators always being out of the way, they were also incredibly narrow. I would have to fold my walker to fit through the door almost every time. I'm very grateful for the students who would help me navigate the confusing maze that was the Japanese public transit system. The students and staff at Shitennoji University were amazing. They were so helpful and accommodating. And there were some times where I felt like a bit of an inconvenience, but I hope it wasn't too rough on them. It was thanks to their help I was able to participate in many of the activities at all. Going to Japan is something I will remember for the rest of my life. This experience has taught me so much when it comes to communicating and exploring new cultures. I want to go back to Japan someday, but until then I will continue learning Japanese language and culture here.